Seems to me you're an aspiring entrepreneur or an individual who's wanting to be a change agent in his prospective endeavor. And somehow you've asked that question of where can I find that community, people, group, or individuals whom I can share my thoughts and energy with? So together we can arouse the African space for change. My dear, go no further. Right here at Hacker Card with Philip, the host, we'll walk through what it takes as prospective African youngsters in building an awesome future for the continent. Remember to stay tuned and anticipate for a weekly freebies on what it takes to achieve this goal. To be frank with y'all, to be frank with everyone, we really need change makers in the world. We really need people who can see through the pain of others, who can perceive the broken hearts of men, who can understand how painful it is to exist, who can serve humanity at the expense of their own self, who can give up himself exhaustively to the benefit of humanity. We really need people like that. We need people who aren't concerned about what they gain, but are more concerned about how best can they contribute in their own quota to the benefit of humanity. We need people like that. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are going through hell every day. Do you know what it means to stay without food all day? Come on. I bet you can't understand. I bet you can't comprehend because you never went through it. We really need people who can see things and act. We really need people who can be who they want to be, who can take charge for the moment. We need people who are selfless to the core, who don't give a damn of what the populace is saying or what life expects of them. We need people who can really commit to something. No, there are a lot of things to commit to, but in the scale of importance, are they important? On the scale of preference, on the scale of importance, I'll say again, are they really important? There are a lot of things to commit our times to. There are a lot of things to commit our efforts, our time, our thinking. There are a lot of things out there to give in yourself into, but are those things really important? Are those things worthwhile when compared to the long term? Are they really important? That's the greatest question we should ask ourselves, Are they really important? I say again, people are going through a lot of things here. People are going through hard times each morning. It's kind of messy to see the way life is in Africa. It's kind of messy. It's hard, I'll tell you that. You cannot just comprehend how someone's going to live without food. You cannot just comprehend it. And such a family, such a people will stay trapped without food for days. I mean, just eating peanuts from pocket to mouth every day. That's nothing. That's a bad experience. What if we take it as a personal responsibility of contributing to some degree or to some level to the lives of men, taking it as a burden, taking it as a sole responsibility of doing the necessary. You're not concerned about what people expect of you, but you're more concerned about how things should be, the basis of existence. You're more concerned about that than perception of people concerning the basis of this. I think that should be a solid ground point to look at for. We can change a lot of things. We can make amends. We can correct a lot of anomalies if we take the pain to check, if we take the pain to revisit old things, if we take the pain to check things up, we can really change a lot of things. But sometimes we just overlook them. We perceive they're not important. We assume they're not important, so we just overlook it. We keep on living life. And there's one thing I'll keep saying. If Mr. A is doing well and Mr. B isn't fine, one day Mr. B will come knocking on Mr. A's door with a gun on his forehead. How will Mr. B survive? How will Mr. A survive the terror at that moment? How will Mr. A be able to defend himself at that moment? It's a call to everyone, it's a call to me, it's a call to anyone out there listening, that we've got a sole responsibility to take everyone around us, everyone close by, and probably everyone far away, to a level of abundance, to a level of, okay, I'm alright at this moment, I can think straight. That's the problem of Africa. We've got food problem. People ain't got no food to eat, and you can't provide food for them. I pity you. There's a lot of things we can change, but it all starts from satisfying the belly, right? You satisfy the stomach need. I mean, we can do that. Everyone can do that. We can. It's a simple thing we can do. So have a beautiful experience on earth. Have a beautiful experience in this part of the world. We have to take a collective responsibility of sharing the burden. Call yourself together. You've got friends who got ideas. You've got friends who have ability to fund ideas. Or you've got friends who can roll up some funds and making things better or making things work. Pull them together. Put your synergy. You know, there's something about synergizing. There's this incredible gain when people of like minds synergize. There's this profound result you see. There's this, I can't really put a word in it to describe, but there's this increment over time you perceive when people of like minds, people of same goal, people of same passion, people of same purpose synergize together in achieving a common goal, either the positive way or the negative way. There is an incremental effect, so exponential. You can't just beat it down. It's like a wave. You can't just easily beat it down. The effect of synergizing with people of like minds. What if we take it the positive turn? Yeah, we've got friends who are great. I mean, friends who are wonderful. Bring them together. Let you guys synergize together in making things work. I say again, you can't wait for the government to do something. It is a responsibility, personal responsibility you've got to take on it for yourself. It's a burden you've got to bear your soldiers and whoever is going to walk the road with you. It's a responsibility you've got to bear. I've got to bear that responsibility. Somebody out there's got to bear the responsibility. Well, if I don't do it, someone's going to do it anyway. But why not I? Why not I do it? Why not you do it? We can change a lot of things, actually. We can make an incredible change in Africa. From the very insignificant form to the most significant. We can correct a lot of things that don't seem to sit well in the balance of life, in the expectations of life over in this place. We can begin to correct them. We can begin to adjust, make some little adjustment here, make some little adjustment there, and overall in the long term, after looking back, we'll have said, okay, yeah, we've gone a long way. We've actually made an incredible change in the way things are supposed to be. I would love people work together. I would love people come together and put things to work. A lot of people come together with same mind, with same mindset, with same goal, with same orientation in making things work. We cannot just sit aloof doing nothing. It's gonna tell on us. Either on your children, on yourself, probably. It's gonna tell on us. We've got to share this responsibility of taking charge of situations. We don't have to leave it to somebody else to do it. No, we can't do it. If you've got the might, if you've got the strength, if you've got the ability to take on the challenge, take it on. And take on the credit, probably, if you have. Take on the credit for it. Or whatever. Just take on the burden and take on the responsibility and work on it. There's a lot of things we can change actually in Africa. There's a lot. But that responsibility is upon anyone's soldier who is willing to do the work. There's an aspect of talking, but we've seen enough of talking. It's not time to do the work. It's not time to take on the responsibility of making your hand dirty, doing some dirty work and making things change effectively, because that's the way it can only come to be. By putting in the work, by putting in your effort, by putting in your hand, and making sure things don't remain the same way you met them, and making sure things don't remain the same way you saw them, people saw them before. There's a lot we can do. There's a lot we can change. There's a lot of things, good things you can bring back to the table. There's a lot of life we can make happier again. There's a lot of experience, beautiful life experiences we can give on to people again. But our responsibility is just shared responsibility upon everybody soldier who is willing to take on that. And I sure hope somebody out there is going to listen. I sure hope somebody out there is going to take this as a sole responsibility of making sure things work, making sure things don't remain the same way they saw them, making sure things are not consistently degrading, but from this moment forward, begin to change. From this moment forward, begin to change from its core, outside, inward, wherever, in every way, begin to change. You see, thank you very much for listening again. It's my pleasure. Thanks for giving us your ear, I really appreciate it.